Good day, ladies and gentlemen of the crypto universe. It's me, Eugene Tay, and you're watching Rock the Block Live Daily News. Last week, we have been quite quiet on the social media space. Why? Because it was a blockchain marathon here in Singapore with Consensus Week and all the other fringe events. So it was out in the morning at 9 a.m. and I was not home till 3 a.m. sometime in the wee hours at night. There were lots of drinking, lots of partying, lots of networking, and I met a lot of important and interesting people in the space. I met up with some of you guys, have a chat, and I believe with all things going well for the blockchain scene, bear market or not, it's still very vibrant. So this week, we are back again with more daily news for you. Stay tuned for that. Now, before I give you the headline news today, a few words from our partners over at OneChain. This episode was brought to you by OneChain, the world's first cross-chain solution for financial infrastructure. First up on the news today, we take a look at Charles Hoskinson, the founder of IOHK, and you guys might know him better for Cardano. He's put up a video update summarizing the progress for Cardano. Hoskinson confirmed that there are two code bases that Cardano is actively working on apart from Cardano SL. The Prometheus code base written in Rust works perfectly in the Chrome browser, and the code base has also been tested on cell phones to be running on Android and iOS. Hoskinson also stated that we built this code in record time. Like, the planning only took a month or two, and the actual deployment of it happened in less than 6 months. It's been security audited on the Rust site, and I believe we have less than 1,200 lines of code. Now, this is interesting because I met some people at the event last week, and some actually felt that Cardano was a scam coin. I was talking to Shinsky from Embargo, who has built a wallet on Cardano, and he too stated that Cardano is moving and progressing at a much slower pace than the rest of its crypto peers, primarily because Cardano has been so involved in trying to get everything right, quality control, quality management, and the large demographic of Cardano supporters are actually scientists and people who are very deep in tech. So they're not so much concerned about how fast, how much noise they can make in the cryptoverse, but really on getting things right. According to Shinsky and the rest of the Cardano team, they are looking at the project 10-20 years from now to get things right. So if you find that they are moving too slow, that's what I got for you directly from the Cardano team. So don't think of them as scam, but in fact think of them rather as scientists who are actually very meticulous in how they do things. Now on to a next project called Waves. You guys know Waves. It's been out last year. We covered them. It's founded by this guy called Sasha, who's also a Russian. Waves is aiding Russian conglomerate Rostec, who is exploring the blockchain scene. Rostec rebranded in 2012 in an attempt to appear more open to global partnerships, moving operations out of Russia to the rest of the world. The price of Waves saw a 20% increase since this announcement, especially with the signing of Rostec, which brings in a little under $20 billion in revenue on an annual basis. Mt. Gox, for those of you who are in the scene long enough to know the drama that happened in 2014, the first Bitcoin exchange, which collapsed due to a hacking incident, is now expected to distribute $1 billion worth of cryptocurrencies back to its creditors. Now, with that kind of money being pumped back into the hands of people who might dump it, are we going to see a second dip in Bitcoin prices? Because $1 billion of worth of Bitcoin coming back into the market, for the creditors who have been waiting so long for their money, they might just be tempted to sell it off straight away. However, if trade volumes are really very high right now, such a supply might just cause a knee-jerk reaction, but buyers will lap up the excess token in no time. However, if the trading volume of Bitcoin is low, we might see such a large supply of Bitcoin slump the market momentarily before bulls start to buy it back and the market pick up. So either way, we are going to see some price action moving on the Bitcoin market because of fresh funds just being released to the market to the tune of $1 billion. Now on to Robinhood, the zero-fee transaction cryptocurrency platform which took the space by storm earlier this year is back in the limelight. But this time, it's not good news for Robinhood because an announcement made by the platform after they disclosed their financial report for the second quarter of 2018, the report spread like wildfire, with many claiming that the platform is selling their customer orders and earning millions of dollars by doing so to high-frequency trading companies. Regarding this matter, the head of communications of Robinhood, Jack Randall, has issued an official statement on Twitter in that he claims, alongside other licensed brokerages, Robinhood is required to execute customer orders at the best available price across every regional and national stock exchange as is required by federal law. So do you believe in Robinhood, or do you believe in a rumor that they might be selling users' data for millions of dollars to high-frequency trading houses? 3 cryptocurrency exchanges helping power CME's Bitcoin futures have raised red flags with New York state regulators. 2 of them, Bitstamp and itBit, have no formal policies for fighting market manipulation, according to a report by New York Attorney General Barbara Underwood. A third exchange, Kraken, refused to play ball with the Attorney General, even going as far as to make a public statement stating that abusive trading, including manipulation, doesn't matter to most crypto traders, even though scams are rampant. But why would this matter to CME though? Because CME contracts are valued by how much Bitcoin cost on cryptocurrency exchanges run by other companies. So CME's futures pricing is technically being moved around by cheaters. Still on New York State Attorney General Barbara Underwood, who is seen to be on a warpath against crypto exchanges, and this time she's calling out 3 more exchanges who have raised red flags for other reasons. She pointed out Binance, Get.io, and Kraken again, detailing that she is concerned about their security, internal controls, and market surveillance protocols, and other relevant consumer and investor protections. So Underwood is definitely not making friends in the crypto space there, so not sure what you think about her statement. Are you going to stop using these exchanges? So what's your thoughts on market manipulations and regulations as a whole? Leave something in the comments for me below. Which side of the fence do you stand on? Up next, news from China. A Shanghai branch of the People's Bank of China, which is China's central bank, has issued a public notice for the investors of their country yet again. In the public notice, they talked about how the public should be concerned and be aware of the scams and risk of ICO investments and other cryptocurrencies related businesses. It's been a year since the China ban on all ICOs in their country, and the bank has defined the ban as a success because it has diminished cryptocurrency transactions and avoided a bubble. For those of you who are in the know about how China ICO projects run their businesses, you would agree with the country's ban on ICO in China, because when I was there, it was insane. Everybody was just raising money on white paper, the scams were plenty, and because of the sheer number of population in China, it was very easy to get away with a money grab. So the ban did the country a lot of good and prevented a lot of people from losing money. However, the ban did not at all curb and close off China's door to the rest of the world, because people have moved their businesses offshore. In fact, as of right now, 126 other platforms are still allowing Chinese traders from China to trade, although the government is now trying to put a stop to that. But how much of this wall they can build around China to prevent people from dealing in cryptocurrencies remains to be seen, especially with VPN services, or rather decentralized VPN services and other OTC services that allows Chinese nationals to still interact with the rest of the crypto community. A decentralized coin exchange was hacked. Not a lot this time compared to the rest of the hacking incident. This is only $58,000 worth of crypto coins, and is due to a security flaw. The hackers managed to pull this off by creating around 1 billion fake EOS altcoins. They're not EOS coins, but they were just using the same ticker name EOS, and was loaded up onto the exchange called Newdex. The fake coins called EOS was then used to buy other digital assets like ADD, IQ and Black tokens, because if you are a user on the Newdex exchange and you see EOS, you're not going to think that it's a fake or counterfeit currency. You will think that, well, it's EOS. However, they bought it with a fake EOS, all these legit coins, and then they used these legit coins to trade off and buy back the original or the authentic EOS tokens and got away with it. Newdex was left to account for this loss, and thankfully it's only 58,000 and not in the millions. And yet another unfortunate news out of Cape Town, a businessman by the name of Liaquat Parker has been returned home after 2 months of captivity, and this is after he has paid off a ransom of 50 bitcoins. The founder of Food Prop Group has been kidnapped at gunpoint by a group of 5 men in his company's basement car park lot in July. The exact details surrounding the kidnapping and the man's ordeal has been shrouded in mystery, and naturally the family is asking for some personal time for the family to recuperate and gather together, so no news coming out from that side. In yet another hacking case, this time affecting a League of Legends superstar by the name Liang Double Leaf Peng, who woke up one morning and found that his $200,000 worth in cryptocurrencies poorer. Peng states that he is the victim of SIM swiping and he has noticed some form of irregularity on his accounts in the last couple of weeks. SIM swiping is a tactic used by hackers to fool the carrier employees into giving the access of a victim's phone number to the attacker. Peng's mobile provider confirmed that the number had been reported as lost or stolen, and then the attackers gained access to it. After accessing his email and his phone, they then access his Coinbase account and uses his mobile confirmation as part of a 2FA authentication. They then use a series of intricate systems to filter out the email, so when any of these transactions and alerts come down to Peng's email address, they will get filtered and deleted away. So Peng was clueless to this whole incident until he got the message that his account was overdrawn. As always, do like, share and subscribe to our page, and also head down to our website www.rocktheblog.live and subscribe to our newsletter, where we will be sharing with you some interesting information and updates that is not found on video, because this coming month is the 10-year anniversary for Satoshi's white paper, and we have something planned for the global community. Well, my name is Eugene Tay, signing out.